They say that when you chant the name of Lord Hanuman, no evil spirit dares come near. In Bengal, devotees whisper prayers to Bajrang Bali before crossing dark streets, believing his divine presence shields them from the unseen. But what happens when you find yourself in a place so cursed, so deeply scarred by tragedy, that even the bravest souls refuse to enter after sunset? Welcome to the Kolkata Metro's most terrifying secret. This is the story of Track 4, a platform that should never have been built, and the ghost that refuses to leave. This is our final chapter in the Kolkata horror series, but fear not, the journey into India's darkest corners continues. Kolkata's metro system is the pride of the city, the first underground railway in India, a marvel of engineering that connects millions of commuters daily. But beneath the gleaming tiles and fluorescent lights of certain stations lies something the authorities never speak about. Track 4 at Rabindra Sarovar station. Officially, it doesn't exist on any metro map. Maintenance records show it as a defunct construction zone, sealed off since 1995. But veteran metro employees know the truth. They know why that section was abandoned. They know about Ananya. In 1994, during the excavation for the metro's southern expansion, construction workers unearthed something horrifying beneath what is now Rabindra Sarovar station. It was an old well, and floating in the stagnant water was the skeleton of a young woman, still wearing tattered remains of a red saree, a Mangal sutra around her neck bones. Local historians identified the well as part of a demolished zamindari estate from the 1940s. Records spoke of a bride named Ananya, who had disappeared on her wedding night in 1947 during the chaos of partition. Her in-laws claimed she ran away. The well told a different story. The moment they removed her remains for proper cremation, accidents began. 3 workers fell from scaffolding within a week. Engineers reported hearing a woman's voice singing a Bengali wedding song echoing through the tunnels at night. Then came the sightings. A figure in a red saree standing on the unfinished Track 4 platform, always at exactly 11:47 p.m. The construction supervisor, a man named Deepak Chatterjee, decided to continue work despite the warnings. On an Amavasya night in June 1995, Deepak was found unconscious on Track 4, his hair turned completely white, his eyes frozen in terror. He never spoke again, spending his remaining days in a psychiatric facility, drawing the same image repeatedly, a woman with hollow eyes reaching toward him. The metro authorities made a quiet decision. Track 4 would be sealed. No trains would ever run there. The platform was completed but left perpetually dark, accessible only through a locked maintenance door. They built a small Hanuman temple at the station entrance, hoping the divine presence would contain whatever lurked below. For years it seemed to work, until Kartik arrived. Kartik Banerjee was a 23-year-old engineering intern assigned to the Kolkata Metro in December 2019. Ambitious and skeptical, he laughed at the senior staff's warnings about Track 4. Urban legends, he called them. Superstitious nonsense. On December 28th, during a routine maintenance check, Kartik noticed the door to Track 4 was slightly ajar. His supervisor had forgotten to lock it properly. Instead of reporting it, Kartik's curiosity won. He pushed the door open and descended into the forbidden platform. The air was different down there, cold, despite the December heat above. Stale, as if nothing living had breathed it in decades. His flashlight beam cut through absolute darkness. The platform was exactly as it had been left in 1995, unfinished concrete, exposed wiring, scattered tools abandoned mid-shift, and there at the far end of the platform, beneath a flickering emergency light that shouldn't have had power, stood a woman in a red saree. Kartik froze. The woman wasn't moving, just standing perfectly still, facing the empty tracks. He called out asking if she was lost, if she needed help. He called out asking if she was lost, if she needed help. Slowly, impossibly slowly, she turned her head toward him. Her face was beautiful, painted with bridal makeup vermilion in her hair parting, but her eyes were hollow sockets, dark and endless. She smiled and her mouth opened far too wide, and from her throat came that song, the Bengali wedding song the workers had heard decades ago. Kartik ran. He ran like his soul depended on it, back toward the maintenance door, but the platform had changed. It stretched endlessly before him. The door never getting closer no matter how fast he ran. Behind him he heard the rustle of a silk saree, the tinkling of wedding bangles, and her voice, now whispering his name. Kartik, Kartik. How does she know my name? Shh. He remembered the Hanuman temple. In desperation, he began chanting the Hanuman Chalisa, the prayer his grandmother had taught him. Jai Hanuman Gayan Gun Sagar. The moment the words left his lips, the platform snapped back to normal size. The door was just ahead. He burst through it, slamming it shut behind him, his heart threatening to explode from his chest. When his supervisor found him collapsed in the corridor, Kartik was pale and shaking, clutching his phone, which showed 12,003 a.m. He'd been down there for only 7 minutes, though it felt like hours. Kartik quit the next day, but he swears that sometimes when he rides the metro late at night, he sees her reflection in the train window. A woman in a red sari, standing alone on platforms as the train rushes past, always watching, always waiting. And he knows that Track 4 still calls to her, a bride who never made it to her wedding. Trapped between this world and the next, the Kolkata metro continues to run, millions unaware of what lies sealed beneath Rabindra Sarovar station. The Hanuman temple remains, devotees offering prayers without knowing they're guarding against something far more sinister than they imagine. This is the final tale from Kolkata, but India's cities hold countless such secrets, and we will uncover them all. Subscribe now, because the darkness never rests, and neither do we. Remember, keep Hanuman's name on your lips when the night grows long. You never know what might be standing on the platform, waiting for the train that never comes.